Dylan Schneider in the studio. What's up there, D?
What's going on, D?
We have Little D and Big D here.
That's right. Here we are.
That's pretty awesome. By the way, my first introduction to Dylan is I walked out. They pulled up, and I walked out, and I was like, let me get some fresh coffee to do the interview and all that. I put my coffee mug upside down under the coffee machine. So I hit the little K-cup thing, and all of a sudden, coffee is everywhere.
Oh, man.
That's how we roll around here, Dylan.
It's still early.
Clean up on aisle 6.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do. You big coffee guy?
Not really. People ask me that all the time. And
People ask you that?
yeah, they do. I feel like I've had like
Dylan, nice to meet you. Are you a coffee guy?
6 or 7 people in the last 2 months maybe asked me. They don't know. They're just always like, you like coffee? You ever drink coffee? You want to get coffee? I mean, I'll get like a tea or something sometimes if I go out to have, a morning drink with somebody, but not coffee usually, no.
Have you ever had high tea, like British high tea?
Mm-mm.
That's actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, the British tea where they put milk and the sugar in it, but it's like that the English tea. It's good. It's sweet. It's got a good flavor.
I'll have to try it out maybe then.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, what's your routine? Like, do you have anything that you drink to get you in the morning? Like,
nah, I kind of just get up and go.
Good
yeah,
for you.
Yeah, for the most part. And throughout the day, if I need a little kick or something, I'll have an energy drink or something. But I try not to drink a ton of those either.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't drink coffee until I started doing morning radio.
Yeah,
when
I can see that though. I mean,
17
you get up probably still a lot earlier than I do.
Oh my God, it was so gross. I get it. My dad drank it. I didn't like it because it's coffee does not taste good. It smells great.
Yeah.
It's not a great taste.
I disagree. When I was a little kid, man, my dad would make me. I had a Demi-Tasse cup. You know those little bitty cups, and like he would make a mug, and I would have my Demi-Tasse cup, and we would sit there and drink coffee together while he read his newspaper.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm like, that's one of my favorite memories.
Yeah.
I remember being young and like always trying to take a sip out of my dad's
Dylan,
coffee
you're
back in the
young.
day.
I'm sorry. You are young.
Yeah. I feel older than I did then, that's for sure. But I think I'm still, I'm still pretty young.
How long you been playing music?
Since I was like 15, when I really got into it with country and everything. I originally picked up a guitar when I was like 7 or 8. I was super into like rock. I liked Kiss. I liked Guns N' Roses. I liked Nickelback a lot growing up too. They were a big inspiration. But I wasn't really, patient enough, I don't think, back then. So I kind of put it down for a while, played sports. And then around the time, like I said, I was 14, 15, I got an acoustic guitar and started going at my own pace, teaching myself the songs that I like. And, that's when I started playing live back home and everything like that.
Wow.
And then he discovered TikTok, and
I
people discovered him.
that. I want to find out about it.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan Schneider's with us. The new song is called Ain't Missing You. We'll talk more with Dylan Schneider. Remember that name. It's coming up. Hang on. Dylan Schneider in the studio with us. It's a new artist. We're just meeting him for the first time, just like you are, possibly. But you have quite a story. These TikTok stories crack me up. How in the world did this work?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. So early on, before I even came to Nashville, I was super big on the Instagram and Facebook, like covers and stuff like that. Like probably around 2016, 2017, that was what I was doing. Got my start down here, and then, I started touring, putting music out myself, and TikTok comes along a few years later. And I never really, like, jumped into it or got into it right out of the gate, but I had seen, people using it and getting traction with it and everything. I ended up making friends with a couple of big influencer guys who are on the platform. We were down at Granger Smith's farm, actually, down in Texas, and we hit it off. They invited me back down to their house a couple weeks later. I went and hung out with them, and they kind of just showed me like some cool, ways to approach the app and things to do and stuff like that. So I started, making videos and trying to grow that platform. I figure, if it's there and it's doing something, you got to at least, take advantage of it, because if you're not, I feel like you're doing yourself.
So you're not just doing the entire song on TikTok. You're just doing like the hook, I guess?
Yeah. So like with this song in particular, Ain't Missing You, it was like the first one that I had like unreleased, teased on, platform, and I did like the first verse through the chorus, and it got a lot of traction. I think a couple 100,000 views right with that first video, and I was like, oh, this is sweet. So then like put a few more out. It kept going, and people started making their own videos to it. Girls, guys, getting through breakups or helping a girl move on. Looking back at the last dude, being like, you're missing out, dude. So it was really cool. And eventually the label, everyone was like, we got to put this song out. And now, a few months down the road, here we are.
It's just a different way than it used to be. I mean, you look at Bailey Zimmerman. Bailey comes in here and he's like, I mean, he's the goofiest guy in the world.
Yeah.
And he was doing trucks, lifting trucks.
I know.
And it was like singing, and it took off.
Yeah, it's wild.
It is wild.
It's the same thing like back in the day. You were cutting your teeth in the clubs and in the bars and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people now, that's their club and that's their bars.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it does show the traction. You get like instant, results of what people are liking and what people are into. And I mean, if it translates, that's even better. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we only have 17 listeners. So it's not going to be a TikTok kind of exposure.
All 17 need to go and follow you if they're not doing that already.
Yeah, come on.
For sure. Dylan Schneider. Well, let's hear it. This is the new one's called Ain't Missin' You.
I hope it hurts. I hope you're mad. I hope you're thinking how that girl was the best you ever had. I hope you're drunk and it don't help. I hope you spent the last few months feeling sorry for yourself. Guys like you don't get second chances, no. Girls like her ain't meant for loving and letting go. I hate to break it to you, but she's moving on like you thought she never would. And if I'm being honest with you, when she's in my arms, she says it feels like it should. She's been picking up the pieces, putting you on the shelf. Ain't thinking about your goodbye, 'cause somebody else is kissing her, holding her, loving her like you couldn't do. So if you're missing her, man, she ain't missing you. She ain't missing you. I hope her number's still in your phone. Yeah, I hope you try to call her late at night when you're alone. If she don't answer, 'cause she's with me, and we're a little tied up, if you know what I mean. I hate to break it to you, but she's moving on like you thought she never would. And if I'm being honest with you, she's in my arms, she says it feels like it should. She's been picking up the pieces, putting you on the shelf. Ain't thinking about your goodbye, 'cause somebody else is kissing her, holding her, loving her like you couldn't do. So if you're missing her, man, she ain't missing you. She don't wanna make up, she ain't hanging on, she don't even bring your name up. I hate to break it to you, I hate to break it to you, but she's moving on like you thought she never would. And if I'm being honest with you, when she's in my arms, she says it feels like it should. She's been picking up the pieces, putting you on the shelf. Ain't thinking about your goodbye, 'cause somebody else is kissing her, holding her, loving her like you couldn't do. So if you're missing her, man, she ain't missing you. She ain't missing you.
Is your ex missing you?
She might be. I don't know.
Dylan Schneider. That's so good, man.
Thank you, dude.
And also very true, I would think.
Yeah. It's been cool. Like, I feel like it was a different perspective. A lot of people have said that they haven't heard, from, I guess, the new guy coming into the relationship, making things better. But it's been cool. It's been like empowering to people, I feel like.
Yeah. Dylan Schneider, everyone. You can follow him online. Is on TikTok. It's Dylan Schneider Music, right? For
yes, sir.
For everything. Dylan Schneider Music. Man, it's good. Nice to meet you, man. You're so good.
Thank you, bro.
You're super talented.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
It's good to see you. Again, that's Dylan Schneider. All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
you were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.